play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So second catch on the drive, he may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So if they can get him going to the passing game, that should open up his running game too. First down, Murray. This is caught. It's Ryan Grant. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Cardinals first down as well. Murray going to lead his guys up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Here's Murray. That ball complete to Isabella. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 yards to pick up. Good enough for an Arizona first. Murray going to lead his guys up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. And he is going to be stuck cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. Rolling to his left. He may try and run for this. And he'll only get this to the 14 as he'll come up well short of the 1st down. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down.
Well, partner, nothing comes open here, so he decides to escape out of there, and he doesn't pick up a 1st down, but he does gain additional yardage to set up a possible field goal attempt if they decide to go that route.
So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Deebo Samuel was the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd down. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Garoppolo. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this 1st quarter. These 2 teams all tied after 1. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to make it 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turn. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. That certainly went against the traditional ways of playing football, but who cares? Look at the result. Big touchdown.
They went for it on their own side of the 50. So there's conservative, there's aggressive, and there's really aggressive, which is what we just saw there. Tip of the cap to them.
Robbie Gould on for the extra point. And it is up. And it's good. That'll make our score 10-3 now. So that drive, 4 plays. And it's polished off by a touchdown for San Francisco. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
Well, you know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's two different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs?
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Throwing on first down is Murray. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It'll be an Arizona first down on a gain of 17. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 47. Murray now to throw. Got his man. It's Williams. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Draw play. It's Eckler. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Now Murray with a catch made by Johnson. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line, well short of the first.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands.
I feel like you and I could be in our backyard with our dads right now. What did they always say when they were throwing us the ball? Look it all the way in. Make sure you secure it. That had the feeling of not happening there on that play, but he didn't have full control of the ball.
When that punch coming in, I'm going to return punch, but I would imagine it's tough to monitor those guys coming full steam ahead at
it. It really is. You try and get that peek to know where they are about whether you should fair catch it or not, but sometimes you just have to have a sense, a feeling, and just have to make sure, number one, though, you catch the ball and put it away.
He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. Garoppolo now. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Cardinals will now take over with excellent field position.
I don't know why you would do that. It's almost guaranteed points the other way. I mean, I get it if it's a late-game situation, maybe even 4th and inches. But, boy, that's a huge risk to take.
Yeah, now they're set up in prime position going the other way. Given 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Our score 10-3 with 2 minutes remaining in quarter number 2. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
All right, we get slap happy up here sometimes. They're never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way. Lost yardage.
No, for some reason it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized, executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film.
To throw on 3rd down, Murray completes it to Lee. And they will get to him at the 7 and stop him short of the first down marker. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and it's a foot race. He's at the 50, the 40, the 20, 10, 5, touchdown 49ers.
It's never fun for a defense to run on the field knowing that they're having to defend a short field. Just the idea of trying to limit an offense in that position, daunting for a defense.
Gold with the extra point, and the lead is now 17-3. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave them with a third down.
Come on, D4. Come on, D4.
They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler.
No.
And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. They have the first down with that gain of 4 yards. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. Open man is Kirk, complete.
That's only like 5 yards.
And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. That throw good for 4. It's second down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play, because that's been an issue for them in this game. Justin Pugh, the left guard that time with a flag.
Well, I mean, it's a false start.
Still third down.
Come on, man. We're doing a blitz, of course. Why wouldn't we do a blitz? So, 3 and 5.
On 3rd down, here's Eckler.
Go, get him down.
And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the first. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays,
I thought I
but
actually
stay
had an
with the
open lane.
overall essence of the running game.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. Good starting field position for the 49ers as they have it 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. Throwing now is Garoppolo. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
I'm going to look for Debo Samuel.
To throw, it's Garoppolo.
That's a catch.
Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in.
What a catch.
A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there.
Oh,
a second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Here's tight end Clay, the intended receiver, and it'll bring up third down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. Now they're staring at a 4th down as Arizona's defense does its job. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten
Robbie Gold, you sold.
But it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through.
Robbie
Gold,
Gold,
one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
Robbie Gold.
So it's an empty possession, and as a kicker, not the way you want to start your day's work.
And now each team's missed a field goal here so far, Brandon. So apparently, neither guy is immune.
Here's Eckler to begin the drive.
Where are you going?
And he'll get this only up to about the 35.
Heck no.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. It's Eckler again. And he's got a first down and then some at midfield.
Oh, yeah, you know, Richard.
A big chunk of yardage there, 37 yards. Looked like they picked a heck of a time to run the counter.
And we've been saying that in this great game of football probably since we started playing. Anytime you get guys thinking you're going to go one way,
and he can't
get rid of it. He's taken down.
With the sack,
Bosa.
baby.
Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. We'll see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
Let's go, Nick Bosa.
1st and 2nd down were a disaster. Both went backwards. Now it's 3rd and 18. They need something big. Murray now.
Sack.
Murray escape, and he goes down. DeForest Buckner has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away.
See, look, they can't stop me.
So
I'm
that'll
too
be
quick.
marked down as a 19-yard punt.
And I'm too strong for
will come the offense as they take over. The 49ers offense making its way back out there. And the last time that they were on the field, a little demoralizing. Missed field goal. You don't always feel like you want to get in the end zone, but then,
what I just say?
Didn't go for the goalpost. So
it does test the mental process.
When they get the punt team out, I'm a pass back.
Because when you miss a field goal, it's amazing how fast they want to turn on the guy kicking the ball. But you need to keep his confidence up, because how many times have we seen games where it comes down to the stretch? And guess what? You need that guy to make the big kick for your team to move on or to win a game. Make sure you keep him happy. Make sure you keep him comfortable.
Yeah.
I'm sure you always treated the kicker nicely, though, right?
You know, truthfully, I did.
Good.
I always did, because those guys, they won us a whole lot of games.
And it's the 4th quarter.
The first play of the drive there is incomplete. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. To throw is Garoppolo.
See, wide open.
And he took that in one-handed. What a grab. They'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers. That catch, by the way, number 542 in his NFL career. That draws him level with Lance Allworth, who was a Hall of Famer with the Chargers back in the 60s and 70s.
Yeah, the man they call
Bambi.
So if you're in that first down
That is
catch the same number of passes he caught, you know you're on your way to a big-time career. And just think, he's not through yet.
Play fake there to Coleman. Now Garoppolo under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The linebacker Jordan Hicks flying in there for the sack. That last sack, it puts Garoppolo and the 49ers in a tough spot. They face a 3rd and long.
I'm looking good, though. Look at me.
Play fake.
Look at me. I'm looking good, though.
And that is incomplete. critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away.
Get it.
Amazing. Perfectly placed. If that ball goes 1 extra yard, maybe not even an extra yard, the starting point is the 20.
So there is a reason that a lot of punters are also excellent golfers. They know distance control. You know what else they have? Same groove motion over and over. Once they have that down, it repeats under pressure.
We got it, baby. Let's go.
They started on the ground with Eckler.
What's that?
And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
We're too good. You can't get past us, baby.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Where do you think you're going, sir?
Hey,
where do you think
this
you're
time
going?
it's Johnson.
Where do you think you're
And
going?
they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. The second down play, not much better than the first.
Now we're
just a
going to do a
gain of
blitz.
1
We
there.
haven't even been doing blitz.
Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down.
Where you
and he will
going?
forge his way forward only up to the 2-yard line.
Where you
Just
going?
a yard on the run there. That's going to bring us to a 4th down.
Where are you going?
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here
Are
on
you
4th
stupid?
down. They're going for it.
They're going to leave us at the 1-yard line.
They're going for it.
Oh, we might get something. Heck no. Let's go.
It's incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And an
What did you
utter
do?
disaster as the
Let's go.
ball's going to go over on downs at the
Heck
2-yard
no.
line. So still over 3 minutes remaining in this game, but boy, not getting that one that hurt.
That's a little bit demoralizing, so they have to be careful about that because still have an opportunity if they can get some things done on defense. But now, since they've taken over on downs, a team with the ball, guess what? Going to 4-minute offense, maybe they can put this thing away.
It's Coleman
That's
here.
a touchdown. Thank you,
He will
baby.
fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Tevin Coleman, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead.
Look at that, baby.
A 1-yard run on 1st down, another one on 2nd. It might not do much for the yards per carry average, but it gets them 6 points.
And at contract time, you want to show touchdowns scored way more than you want to show yards per carry.
Gold able to tack on the extra point, and the lead down to 3 touchdowns at 21.
This is a light game. This is a
Started with
gimme
not a
game,
whole
bro.
lot
Come
of
on
real
now,
estate in
baby.
front of them in plus territory.
This is a
Excellent field
gimme game.
position. 2 plays later, pay dirt. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to
I'm
kick
gonna
it
get him
away.
with my kicker. I'm gonna get him with my kicker.
This is
I'm gonna
fielded
get
at the
somebody with
chalk
my
of the
kicker.
10.
I was gonna
Solid
tackle
return,
him.
pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. And after a sluggish start, he's really bounced back. The numbers bear that out.
And you're a baseball guy, partner. How many at-bats over the course of a baseball season?
Oh, boy, 4 in a game.
Yeah, about 4 in a game.
4 times 162.
350 or so, right? Sometimes it takes a while for a guy to get going. That's my point. It's not the first few carries. You don't worry about that. As they go along, get that guy lathered up, get those blocking assignments down. Those 2-yard gains turn into bigger gains as the game moves along.
You got nothing.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Murray.
Stop.
And an alley to run.
Stop running
and he'll
it,
be
QB.
brought down right at
You're
the
not a running
45-yard
QB.
line. A good decision in the
You're a
end to
decent
pull and
QB,
run,
but
gets
you're
him
not a
9
running
yards
QB.
and a first.
Partner, he was going
I'm
through
not
his
saying you're good.
progressions.
I'm
Not
saying
there,
you're
not
decent.
there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better
You might
pull
be
it
a
down
little
and run
quick,
for it.
but I mean,
And he slides down
nah,
and
stop
avoids the
running.
hit for good measure.
Before I get that
They
fumble
don't
on
need
you,
to run
baby.
another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Let him know, let him know.
Murray now on 1st down. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete.
You didn't know
And they
y'all was
went the
there.
wrong way there.
You
Losing
didn't know y'all
yardage
was there, baby.
back at the
I mean, if you mean
43-yard
we
line.
gaining y'all, that's what I'm talking about. Like, all right. Stop playing with that.
So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. To throw
Sack.
again on 2nd
Sack.
down. Murray
Sack.
nowhere to escape, and he
Sack
goes
O'Neal.
down. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts.
That's what
as
they
they'll
call
talk
me.
it
They call
over
me
here
Shaquille
before what will be
O'Neal.
an important third
Shaquille
down.
O'Neal. Foxfire. They call me Shaquille O'Neal.
Check.
Murray with a 3rd and long.
Thank you.
50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by a Keller
They love
Witherspoon.
to see it, baby.
CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go, ball on the 43. Oh, Garoppolo's going to throw it. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to keep it here. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
Look who's back. Look who's back and better than ever.
From midfield, here's Garoppolo. And he can't quite pick it. No interception so far.
Better
That
than ever
probably should
me.
have been their first.
Now
But at least it's 4th
Now I'm
down.
keeping it.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
That's a first
exactly
down.
right. 3rd
That's a
down, you
first
got to try
down.
and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
That's a
Well, they
first
deemed it
down.
4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the first. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing it in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. There's Garoppolo to throw. He's going to take off with it. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the 1st down on a 13-yard run.
Now, that was a whole lot of open space out in front of him, wasn't it? I'm telling you, Brandon, when things are going right, they are going right.
And everything has been going their way for the most part. Yeah, I saw that lane start to develop. Boom. He took advantage of it. They'll run with Coleman on 1st down. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. From the 24, Garoppolo eluding the and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3.
Get ready.
Garoppolo. And this is caught at the 8.
It's caught,
And
baby.
they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Oh, wait, hold everything. A timeout has been called. Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. Now, one final throw here is incomplete, and that is how this one will come to an end. So the victory here for San Francisco, and you know, it wasn't a shutout. They did give up the points in the first quarter, but second, third, and fourth quarter, they held them scoreless.
Brandon, if you throw a shutout for quarters 2, 3, and 4, you can win a lot of games in this league. And this felt a lot like, almost like if you say baseball, and the pitcher goes through the lineup the first time, and the hitters get to see him. And then they come out after that, and the bats start blazing, right? I think they saw their best stuff in the first quarter and just shut everything down from that point on. What a great, convincing performance.
So for the 49ers,